My name is Bill Short, a proud member of the United States Naval Academy's class of 1973. One of my passions is the teaching of the critical importance of moral, mental, and physical human growth and development. One of my many other passions is for sports team and athletic team participation. In particular, the role they play in one's overall growth and development. Which brings me to the main subject we're here to talk about today. Football. Specifically, American football, Navy football, and their relationship to our U.S. national security.
Fullback Katani. White comes in motion to the near side. Fake of the toss sweep. Kaipo Noah rolls it right, throws to the end zone. Touchdown! Jason Tomlinson in Navy!
Related to this is a unique project proposal for the Navy and Marine Corps in this regard. Let's start with this project's background and mission. In order to appreciate the scope of this project, let's review some American football background. American football's popularity has skyrocketed during the past 40 years. Youth, middle school, high school, prep, junior college, university, semi-pro, professional football program participation, expenses and revenues have all expanded nearly without limit. American football is now played internationally with, for example, the NFL Europe League. For many wonderful reasons, the U.S. military service academies field varsity football teams. Football as a sport inherently helps to develop a warrior mentality, a term I use in the positive sense. I don't think you can go to an encyclopedia or a dictionary and find the term or phrase warrior mentality, but to me, a warrior mentality is an attitude that a professional has developed through outstanding training and education, like that which takes place at the United States Naval Academy and the other service academies, or in ROTC programs, for example. The fundamental mission of the U.S. Armed Forces is to support and defend our nation against all enemies. That takes a warrior mentality, again, in the positive sense of the term. Our great nation is engaged in a war as we speak. We are engaged in a deadly, protracted global war on terrorism, and the stakes could not be higher. In essence, our national survival is at stake. Our military services can use all of the help they can get to help fight this war. Therefore, there is a direct connection between football and our national security. Many of those who have served or are serving our nation today have participated to some degree on a football team. Many other football program veterans have gone on to extremely successful careers in the corporate world, business, government, the health and educational professions, and more. Now that we've laid the foundation for American football, let's talk more specifically about Navy football and a Navy Marine Corps football project proposal. First, Naval Academy or Navy football is about far more than simply a games won or lost record or X's and O's. It's about supporting the mission of the United States Naval Academy. To paraphrase, that mission is to develop midshipmen morally, mentally, and physically, and imbue them with the highest ideals of duty, honor, and loyalty in order to be able to serve careers in the Navy and the Marine Corps, and assume the highest responsibilities of command, citizenship, and government. Therefore, there is a direct connection between football, in this case Navy football, and our national security. The development of a warrior mentality is important to both the Navy and Marine Corps. The U.S. Army hosts a U.S. Army All-American Bowl game. Let's take a brief look at some of the January 2006 game and then discuss how that basic concept, with modification, could be utilized by the Navy and Marine Corps.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to our New York studio. And during the course of today's game, some of the top high school players in the country will declare where they'll be attending college in the fall.
Today is a celebration for 4 years of hard work. Representing from Massachusetts to Hawaii, some of the best high school players in the nation will take the spotlight today in the final high school football game of their career. Cheer the nation's finest high school stars race into the Lone Star State. The most decorated players with dreams of a more famous future. To play in this game means you might race from hometown hero to Saturday sensation. The U.S. Army All-American Bowl is brought to you by the United States Army, an army of one. By the city of San Antonio, proud sponsor of the U.S. Army All-American Bowl. Find all the latest on theme park celebrations and more at sanantoniovisit.com today. And by Lincoln Financial Group, providing powerful financial resources to help you say.
Good morning. I'm General Van Antwerp of Accessions Command, and welcome to Game Day on NBC. Thank you for watching, and welcome to today's U.S. Army All-American Bowl. We're proud to be associated with these fine young student athletes that demonstrate the same strengths we see every day in a soldier. They're proudly committed to leadership, to teamwork, to excellence, and a refusal to accept defeat. The Army is in its 5th year in presenting the game, and each year it's getting bigger and better. From the cheer clinic to the band competition to today's game, Bowl Week is an unparalleled high school experience that will help every student participating to be stronger leaders both now and in the future. We're confident you'll enjoy the game today. Go Army!
And the U.S. Army All-American Bowl brought to you by the United States Army, an army of one. By ADT, America's residential and commercial security leader. And by Adams USA, the official supplier of football helmets and pads for the 2006 U.S. Army All-American Bowl. The Alamo in San Antonio, Texas, on a spectacular day, and the stars shining brightly as we salute the men and women of the U.S. Army defending democracy around the globe. Sneed, Beasley, touchdown West. Ken Beasley, nicknamed Dion, he was prime time right there.
Well, he had the best week out of any of the receivers for the West squad, and you can see why. What he's going to run is a wheel route here. He's going to run an out first, little pump fake there, and then over the top, and this time Sneed lays it right where it needs to be, and that's the second time we've seen Beasley go up and make a great catch and a great play on the football. Look at him time that thing, catches it at the highest point, and it's a touchdown for that West offense.
Extra point will tie it up as Kenneth Beasley, who's headed to Texas, with the touchdown catch and a ripping kick through by Kai Forbath to tie this game at 7. So a Texas connection. Jevin Sneed hooking up with Ken Beasley. They're both going to be Longhorns next year. They get the West on the board. We're tied at 7.
I'm here with Major General Montague Winfield, who is the commander of the Army ROTC Cadet Command, and he's here today to award an ROTC scholarship to a Fort Collins, Colorado high school senior. Major General?
Thanks, Dave. Army ROTC awards thousands of scholarships to students around the nation. Today, I am delighted to award Matt Miller one of the more than 2,000 scholarships that we award each year. Matt, congratulations, job well done.
Thank you, General. Matt, that's a pretty big award. Where are you going to college?
I plan on attending Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University in Prescott, Arizona, where I'll study global security and Army ROTC.
Okay, that's Matt Miller, a very promising future Army officer.
The mission of that game is to celebrate high school football. It features the top 80 high school football players in the United States and provides them with a national television audience in which to showcase their talents. Those 80 young men are only a minute fraction of the estimated 1 million who participate annually in prep football. These 80 go on to Florida, USC, Notre Dame, Texas, Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State, and other top 15th to 20th ranked college football powerhouses. In fact, just about all of them have a choice between and among multiple full scholarship offers to several of those schools. None of them go on to the U.S. Military Service Academies, wonderful Division I AA, II, III, or NAIA schools to play football. Nor do they apply for and accept ROTC scholarships. Herein lies a tremendous opportunity for the Navy and Marine Corps. The hosting of a Navy and Marine Corps All-American Scholar-Athlete Prep Football game. Nationally broadcast, sponsored by some of the biggest and best American companies and corporations, featuring the type of young man who is not in that top 80 group, but who is an outstanding scholar athlete and who might one day become a Navy or Marine Corps officer, possibly even a flag officer, an astronaut, state senator, captain of industry, business executive, doctor, teacher, professional educator, or minister, making some sort of modest or significant contribution to our national security and well-being. The mission of such a game would be to host an All-American prep football game of a different sort. A Navy and Marine Corps All-American game that promotes academics over athletics. The Naval Services, the Naval Academy, Naval ROTC, the unlimited education and training opportunities of the Navy and Marine Corps enlistments and careers. It could involve far more than just the top 80 All-American high school football players who are expected to automatically someday move on to the NFL as compared to other professions. Participants in this game would be accomplished young men who coincidentally play football because it's mentally and physically challenging, fun, and they know it contributes to their overall moral, mental, and physical human growth and development. For them, it's a means to an end. The earning of the best possible education, not just an eventual high-salaried roster spot in the NFL. Naval Academy graduates like this who immediately come to mind are Heisman Trophy winners Joe Bellino and Roger Staubach, and currently serving on active duty at the top of the Navy's leadership, Admiral Bob Willard, Vice Admiral Burt Callan, Vice Admiral Jim MacArthur, Vice Admiral John Stufflebeam, and Rear Admiral Steve Oswald, a Navy test pilot and then NASA astronaut who flew the space shuttle 3 times as the pilot. All are Navy football veterans. Of course, we could also mention countless civilian, corporate, and professional examples of similar success stories. In summary, American football and Navy football are directly related to our national security and well-being. And we need to do everything we possibly can as Americans to ensure our success in the global war on terrorism. A Navy and Marine Corps All-American Prep football game has unlimited potential to make a contribution toward that endeavor. It would be a win-win activity for all who become involved in it. There's an old Navy saying, "Time, tide, and formation wait for no man." I believe the time is now for such a Navy and Marine Corps prep football bowl game. Thank you very much.